Hey everyone, this is Brian, and welcome to the sixth key, delivering a recommendation. Again, you're watching the sixth key in the 7-part video series. As a reminder, I've created videos that deep dive on each and every key. So let's get started on key number 6, delivering a recommendation. In this workshop, you're going to learn 3 topics. First, you'll learn the mistakes and pitfalls that many candidates make, so you'll know what to watch out for as you practice. Second, I'm going to teach you the RAN Master Framework to create a great recommendation quickly. And third, you'll learn the exact difference between good versus great, so you'll know precisely how to get a great score, not just a good score. I found that candidates typically make 3 types of mistakes in delivering a recommendation. The number one most common mistake is not being structured. The second common mistake is that they take too long to deliver it and they're too wordy. And then the last common mistake is when they make a recommendation or recap findings, but it's not comprehensive in nature. Now let's talk about the RAN framework to help you deliver a great recommendation. First, you want to recap the question or questions from the client. And remember, you wrote these down as part of your structure. Next, you want to answer the question. You'll pull out those what matters or those so whats from the nuggets part of the case. You'll also add in any contextualized math answers that you calculated from the math part of the case. And last, you'll identify next steps. You'll do this by pulling in key options or ideas that you generated from the ideas part of the case. And you'll conclude with those key trade-offs and considerations or next steps, also known as the now what, that you want to have the team explore next. And what you see here is that there's actually little new thinking involved. It's really just summarizing all the parts of the case together in this organized structure. And you will have a significant advantage if you use this framework and see how the different parts of the case fit into it. Now that you know how to deliver a great recommendation, it's very important that you understand the difference between a good versus great performance on this dimension. One of the best ways to do this is to actually hear and see examples of good versus great recommendations across several different cases. And it's even more powerful if you actually practice alongside me in an interactive way. And so that's exactly what I talk about next. So now that you've learned how to have a great recommendation, you now actually need to practice delivering great recommendations. And in my Practice Case Interviews with Me program, you'll actually practice the case alongside me. I'm going to give you the case prompts and questions, and you're going to respond just like you would in the real world. Then we're going to pause after each key, like delivering a recommendation, and you're going to hear and see the exact answer. One showing a good performance and another showing a great performance. And I'm going to help you objectively score yourself just like a case interviewer would on each of the keys. So at the end of the case, you can see if you actually passed the interview in the real world and know exactly the areas you need to focus on to get the offer. With that said, I look forward to seeing you in key number 7, communicating effectively.